So, good morning and welcome everyone. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. So, I would like to start today by using the authority which is given to me in the statutes of the Open University to say it's my great pleasure to declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. And I'm delighted to welcome to today's ceremony our graduates, the graduates' families, their friends, their guests and supporters of the university. And I'd like to extend a special welcome to our honorary graduate, Professor Samson Kinyanjui, who is here to receive a doctorate from the university today, and we're delighted to honour him. And I'd like to make a special welcome also to the members of the UK Armed Forces, our graduates who are here today to receive their degrees, and also to welcome the members of the UK Armed Forces on the stage with me today. I know that the last few years have been a very challenging time for all of our students and indeed the whole OU community, and this continues. Yet there is so much that has been achieved by everyone, and I think you, our graduates, are all evidence of that. And there are many acts of kindness that have helped us through the recent past. Now, each year, the Open University awards a range of qualifications that you have all worked so hard for, from certificates of higher education to doctorates. And it's been 50 years since the OU held its very first ceremony back in 1973. And today you will join thousands of graduates who have been presented for their qualifications at our degree ceremonies in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. For my colleagues, and most certainly for me, they're the highlights of our year because we are celebrating your success. You are the reason for the Open University. The ceremonies we hold are in towns and cities throughout England, as well as in Belfast, Glasgow, Dublin and Newport. You're graduating from the largest university in Europe with an extraordinary scale, scope and reach. So it goes without saying that today is a very, very important occasion in your life. You, our graduates, your families, your loved ones, as well as the university and my colleagues, who I hope you will feel have nurtured and supported you throughout the many years. Now, you could be forgiven for thinking that today's occasion is so important that it needs to be solemn. But you'd be quite wrong. In every sense, this is a day of celebration. So I'm going to be personally very, very disappointed if anyone crosses this stage to anything less than thunderous applause, or whichever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. And I've now done around 15 graduation ceremonies, and I'm always surprised at one or two things that happen at these ceremonies which are really quite uplifting, and I leave it to you to use your imaginations. But enthusiastic support is what it's all today about, and it's a day of celebration. And what I'd like to do is to start by showing everyone in the room just how extraordinary our graduates are. So, graduates, can you raise your hand if you have helped bring up a family during your studies? Now, can those raise their hands who have had caring responsibilities? And so let's finish with today's graduates who have been either working part-time, full-time, or doing voluntary work during their studies. There, I think that just shows how extraordinary our graduates are compared to other universities. But graduates, can I ask all of you who are able to do so to please stand? Good. So families, friends, Open University colleagues, let's start today by giving all of our amazing graduates a huge round of applause. Excellent, that's a very good start. Keep it going. So, graduates, you can sit down now. There is one more way you can show your appreciation to your graduate who's here today, so do post messages or photos on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, using the hashtag OUFamily to share your congratulations and celebrations with many others. Today's ceremony will begin with the presentation of those graduates who have gained higher degrees and first degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws. They will be presented by Mr. Matt Staples, Director of Teaching. We will then see the awarding of the honorary degree of Doctor of the University to Professor Samson Kinyanjui, and Dr. Christopher Heath, Senior Lecturer in Health Sciences from the Faculty of Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics at the Open University, will present Professor Kinyanjui, who will sign the honorary graduate's book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of graduates with those who have gained Bachelor of Sciences degrees, foundation degrees, diplomas of higher education and validated degrees, and then I will conclude by making a short final address to the graduates. So let me start by calling upon Mr. Staples to present graduates.
Pro-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and postgraduate diplomas and have been able to attend here today. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Art History, Yulia Gladshetsyn. Amra Kojusic. Jane Smith. For the degree of Master of Arts in Childhood and Youth, I present Caroline Flynn. Maria Gomez. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Pamela Cohen. Sian Taylor. Francesco Volpe. Sebastian Paredes. For the degree of Master of Arts in Music, I present Timothy Pope. For the degree of Master of Arts in Philosophy, I present Paul Armand. For the degrees of Master of Arts in Translation, Master of Science in Forensic Psychological Studies, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, I present Diana de Vega de Senega. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, I present Mitch Burgess. Lindsay Donaldson. For the degree of Master of Business Administration Leadership Practice, I present Andrew Button-Stevens. Hannah Cheek. Amanda Rawlins. Rochelle Scott. Martin Story. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Technology Management, I present Simon Barnes. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Victoria Burford. Elizabeth Cox. Maria Hill Turner. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, I present William Gould. For the degree of Master of Engineering, I present William Gibson. For the degree of Master of Laws, I present Oluyemi Adeshina. Sarah Murray. For the degree of Master of Science in Finance, I present Andrew Rennie. For the degree of Master of Science in Forensic Psychological Studies, I present Stacey Besky. For the degree of Master of Science in Human Resource Management, I present Emilia Sadowska. For the degree of Master of Science Open, I present Jennifer Silcott Appleby. For the degree of Master of Science in Space Science and Technology, I present Gary Thurlow. For the degree of Master of Science in Systems Thinking and Practice, I present Peter Derrick. And for the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present Petra Deblakova. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, I present Deborah Lee Swaden. Pro-Chancellor, I shall now present graduates who have gained Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering and Bachelor of Laws degrees and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Sarah Ali. Elizabeth Brewing. Ruth Bryant. Susanna Campkin. Stuart Douglas. Natasha Gilbert. Christopher Graham. Sandy Grint. Ruby Ibrahim. Hannah Carl. Zara King. Stacey May. Graham McCausland. Emily McCarthy. Abigail McCoy Brown. Remy McNamara. Kelsey Milburn. Samantha Morton. Ashley Nichols. Jessica Pimentel Mendez. Keely Pryor. Emma Raison. Chris Richardson. Maxine Rodriguez. Faye Sewell. Lisa Spencer. Dilabilier Tandosson. Katie Trevor. Arzu Urak. Kathleen Upton. Abigail Webb. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, I present Max Brandon. Carl Gibbs. David Gurnett. Thomas Hayes. Stuart Wemyss. And for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Caspar Delaney. And Maysa Nada.
Pro-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, guests, Professor Sam Kinyanjui has dedicated his career to building scientific capacity in Africa, enabling researchers with local knowledge and expertise to tackle healthcare challenges across the continent. Sam studied zoology at the University of Nairobi and earned his doctorate in immunoparasitology from the Open University. He continued to pursue this interest in his early career, and his research has greatly enhanced scientific understanding of immunity to malaria. Based at the KEMRI Wellcome Trust Research Programme, KWTRP, in Kenya, he also held fellowships in London, Kilifi, and Singapore. He also served as a consultant in health research to the African Union, contributing to the Accra Declaration for Health Research and the Bamako Call to Action on Research for Health. For the past 15 years, however, his primary concern has been to promote and develop scientific research across Africa. Sam serves as the head of training and capacity building at the KWTRP, a world-renowned program at the forefront of tackling health challenges in Africa through biomedical, social, and health system research. This program is an affiliated research center of the Open University, meaning that students at the Institute are able to gain doctorates, which we accredit. Sam's role at the Institute is to develop the researchers, scientists, and leaders needed to meet these challenges. His goal is to harness the talent, creativity, and ingenuity of young people in Africa by attracting them to careers in science and research, providing high-quality postgraduate training and support to ensure they remain in Africa or research that is relevant to Africa. In order to do so, he has developed a network of relationships with schools, colleges, and universities, constructed a systematic program of education and training to attract, develop, and retain new talent, and has raised over £25 million to invest in young researchers. In 2015, Sam established the Initiative to Develop African Research Leaders, known as IDEAL. This is a comprehensive career framework and training program to turn young scientists into research leaders, focused on all aspects of their career stages, from recruitment and training to independence and leadership. As a result, Sam has overseen hundreds of graduate interns, dozens of master's students, over 115 doctoral students, and numerous postdoctoral researchers, many of whom have successfully made the transition to research careers. Sam has been widely recognized and sits on the advisory committees of many research capacity building initiatives in Africa and has been honored by his peers in the global scientific community. In 2019, he received the Chalmers Medal from the Royal Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene, their highest honor for mid-career scholars. In 2021, he was appointed Associate Professor at the Center for Tropical Medicine and Global Health in the Nuffield Department of Medicine at the University of Oxford. He also continues to support the Open University as a member of the Research Degrees Committee. It is always a particular pleasure to celebrate the achievements of members of our own community. As both a graduate and a partner of the Open University, Samson exemplifies our commitment to social justice and to the life-changing power of education and training. Pro-Chancellor, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Samson Kinyanjui.
Vice Chancellor, graduates, distinguished guests, and fellow colleagues. I am deeply honored and humbled to accept the honorary doctorate, which is a testament to the value of the work that I have been privileged to do over the years. It is an honor to be recognized by an institution that is renowned for its commitment to excellence, to education, and for its tireless efforts to expand access to higher education for people all over the world. My passion for training PhDs in Africa has been fueled by a deep conviction that education is a key to unlocking the potential of individuals and communities alike. I firmly believe that every person has the capacity to learn and grow, and that with the right support and resources, they can achieve success. Throughout my career, I've been fortunate to work with truly exceptional individuals, both students and colleagues, many of them in the Open University, who have inspired me with their dedication, intelligence, and creativity. Their achievements are a testament to the transformative power of education, and I feel privileged to have played a role in their success. My endeavors have been made all the more successful by the trusted and committed partner that I have in my alma mater, the Open University. The collaboration between the university and KEMRI Wellcome Trust Research Program is an exemplar of a truly productive and equitable partnership in training African research leaders. It is indeed a joy for me to note that this afternoon, Beatrice Amboko, one of the many Kenyans PhD students trained under this partnership, will be graduating in this very hall. As I accept the honorary doctorate, I am reminded of the words of Nelson Mandela, who once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." It is my hope that this honor will inspire others to join me in the pursuit of education and the advancement of knowledge, so that together we can create a brighter, more just and equitable future for all. I must thank the amazing team that I work with in the training department at the KEMRI Wellcome Research Program, and all the other colleagues from the other departments at the program also. I also thank the hundreds of collaborators strewn across the globe that have been supporting the students that we train. And finally, I owe special gratitude to my wife and my children for their loving support over the years. Once again, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Open University for this honor. It's truly a privilege to be associated with such a distinguished institution, and I will cherish the recognition for the rest of my life. I thank you all.
Pro-Chancellor, continuing the presentation of graduates, I shall now present those who have gained Bachelor of Science degrees, foundation degrees, diplomas of higher education, validated Bachelor of Science degrees, and validated foundation degrees, and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Paul Ayling. Aidan Batchelor. Stephen Andrews. Sean Brady. Matthew Carden. Malky Kramer. Jovic Desar. Yehuda Dresner. Sam Evans. Ravi Gadu. Yulina Grigor. Mark Gunn. Nicholas Hopgood. Eleanor James. Hadiya Julius. Joshua Mackenzie. Semilore Ogunlowo. Albert Parnell. Marco Patti. Katie Pitt. Caroline Pukayascha. Ian Rickett. Federico Ruggi. Natalie Smith. Megan Staples. Gabrielle Vincent. For a foundation degree, I present Melanie Gale Bryant. Ben Tibbs. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Makala Brown. Melissa Perez O'Malley. Tiffany Rumbold. Carly Short. For the validated degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Tyrone Moss. For a validated foundation degree, I present Andrew Graham. Oliver Mendham. Lucas Harrison. Jordan Moore. Ronan O'Hagan. Maxwell Randalls Hall. Alexander Doherty. Daniel Margerson Gellender. Joel Harrop. Richard Martin. Stephen Bateman. Matthew Johnston. Matthew Marshall. Robert Smith. Chris Eccles. David John Charnley. Thomas Calder Smith. Jacob Davies. Joshua Lyons. Gavin Anderson. Lawrence Sutton. Andrew Cronin. Ben Chergui. William Irving. Matthew Winwood. James Busby. Thomas Mallin. Lewis Falconbridge. Alistair Smith. Dan McLeod.
So, well done. Tremendous support for our graduates today. Thank you very much. And as the Pro-Chancellor of the Open University, I really can't be more proud of what you, our graduates, have achieved, often against odds, with your work, family, other commitments, and sometimes many other challenges in your lives. And one or two challenges came up, I think, on the stage with you today. You will go on to make important contributions to society, and that's very, very important. It is the case that you are the most amazing body of graduates anywhere in the world. You've believed in yourselves, and we've believed in you, all of us. Your dedicated associate lecturers and advisors, the expert academics who write your courses, the designers and the technologists who bring them to life, and all the professional services that make the OU what it is, second to none. And you've shown what that belief can achieve. Very, very well done. I know that it's often been tough. No wonder employers tell us that one of the many things they like about OU graduates is the determination and the drive. You've juggled study and deadlines with many other demands in your life. But you know, I've been told that there is one thing that's harder than being an OU student, and that's living with one. When the Open University started way back in 1969, our pioneer students and staff were really taking a step into the unknown, putting their faith in a university that was using new methods of teaching that would be open to everyone. Many thought the OU would fail, but instead it is now one of the most successful universities in the world, with well over 2 million people who have studied with us. That's not just a university, it's getting close to a social movement. And it's you, our students, who make the OU what it is. Almost everyone I meet knows somebody who is an OU student. But we also owe a huge debt of gratitude to the vision of the university's founders back in the 1960s, and foremost amongst those was Jenny Lee, to whom Prime Minister Harold Wilson gave the job of setting up the university. A woman whose own journey from a Scottish mining community to Minister of State shaped in no small measure what the OU is today. Jenny Lee believed that the OU had to be a university for everyone, rich or poor, man or woman, black or white, and it would do that whilst maintaining the very highest academic standards. She was determined, too, that we would be a respected research university, making new discoveries, inventing new products, and enabling us to understand each other better and live well without endangering our planet. And now recently I attended the OU Research and Achievement Awards, and one of the winners, which I found very impressive, was an astrobiology lab, which is exploring how to gather water from lunar rock to make living on the moon and Mars a possibility. And this is fitting, almost just over 50 years since Buzz Aldrin took mankind's first step on the moon. We really have celebrated over 50 years of being in a class of our own. We're unique as a university. We're a groundbreaker. We're at the cutting edge of what is happening in education. We are a leader in education. And we've gone from the outer reaches of the universe to the sea, the skies, and the planets. Our world-leading research has shaped our understanding of the world by taking knowledge into people's living rooms in the OU-BBC partnership, which has broadcast thousands and thousands of hours of absolutely jaw-dropping programs. Now, many of you may not have realized it at the time, but many of the programs that you see on television have been backed up and based on OU research, the most recent of which, I think, and we're into our second episode and just about to go into our third this weekend, is Wild Isles. And everything that Attenborough has been done backed up by OU research. So the Green Planet, the Blue Planet, all of those programs over so many years are all based on the work that we at the OU do. And it's curiosity which drives us. And I'm so glad that you chose to join that most human of adventurers to learn and live, as it says here on the university crest. Completion of your qualification means you join a community of Open University alumni around the world. You can continue to keep up with the news, access careers advice, or come back to study. And in fact, one or two you mentioned that you are already starting your next degree with us, although I think a number will struggle to keep up with the standard of 4 that was set today. As you leave today, I hope that you will become an ambassador for the Open University and all that we stand for, our values and our social and environmental justice, our commitments to inclusion and diversity, and above all, our mission to be open to people, places, methods, and ideas. So do share your experience with others. Let them know what your journey has meant to you and what it can mean to them. We're hugely proud of you We're thankful to everyone who's supported you through your journey and through your careers. So would all of today's amazing graduates who are able to do so please stand, and let's give them one last huge round of applause. And graduates, before we finish, can you just look out for your friends, your family, your loved ones, your supporters in the audience today, and give them a little wave and say thank you to them for all the support they've given you. So on that basis, I can say that the proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. Would all those who are able to do so please stand?